Hey, how's it going, fight fans? Welcome to Mindful Combat. If you're new to this channel, my name's Jorge, and it's my platform where I do MMA and boxing related content. If you're new here, I need you to help me grow my platform. Simply hit the subscribe button, like the video, dislike it if you don't like it. The only thing is, if you dislike it, at least watch it to the end before you dislike it. And, share, all that jazz. Anyways, guys, I thought I will quickly give you guys my thoughts on the whole situation with the BMF title, the press conference, which was a great press conference. I really enjoyed it. And, what's going on in the welterweight division. So firstly, let's look at how this BMF title was set up. You got to remember that coming into the main event of UFC 244, this was not the original plan or what they wanted to do. Originally, they wanted to do Colby Covington versus Kamaru Usman. That obviously didn't work out for whatever reasons, and I won't go into the politics of MMA, but it seems like Colby Covington priced himself out of the fight, and that's Davis to handle. But because that happened, he had talked himself out of a title shot. Rightfully or wrongfully, he no longer had the title shot. Now, they tried to make George Masvidal versus Kamaru Usman. That didn't work out for whatever reason. I don't know, but it didn't work out. Let's go back a little bit. Nate Diaz comes back after 3 years with tons of fanfare. Obviously, the Conor McGregor fights made him a true star. He was always a star among the hardcores of us, but it made him into a true superstar somewhat. He come back to fight Anthony Pettis, and he fights Anthony Pettis in what was one of his career best performances, and a lot of people were counting him out in that fight. I wasn't one of them. If you know me, then you know I done a breakdown on the fight, and I picked Nate Diaz to win that fight. Well, he came out there, looked pretty impressive, dominated Anthony Pettis, who had just knocked out Stephen Thompson, and then he calls out to fight George Masvidal to prove that he's the baddest motherfucker in the world, and he says there's going to be a BMF title on the line. He's going to be defending his BMF title because he is the baddest motherfucker in the world. Okay. Who else has been shining and has suddenly become a superstar in this year? Well, that's George Masvidal. George Masvidal returned from a 1-year layoff. Obviously, he talks about how he done that reality TV show, and he had spent a ton of time alone with his mind, and just come to learn a few things about himself, come back to fighting. Looked incredible against Darren Till. Looked really, really good. After he got dropped, stayed poised, stayed calm. He's game bred, and he was able to get the win. Huge George Masvidal fan, huge Darren Till fan as well. But still, I was happy. I was happy that George Masvidal was able to get that win, because it's nice to see George Masvidal get winning again, especially knowing how long he's been around. He then follows that up with the quickest KO in UFC history with the predictable Ben Askren. Obviously, I had picked Ben Askren to win that fight, not a liar, but he timed it beautifully. He planned it well when he went out there and KO'd him. Boom. George Masvidal's a superstar. Throw in the fact that he gave Leon Edwards a free piece and a soda, and you got a bona fide superstar in the year. So now, the main event of UFC 244 has become vacant. George Masvidal's down to fight. Nate Diaz is down to fight. They make the fight. Main event, 5 rounds. Boom. The issue is UFC no longer does main events that are not title fights. I don't know why. If the fight's worth it, I had no problem with it. So Dana gets the idea, boom, and this is what he says: I'm going to make this BMF title. And I tell you what, guys, I friggin' love it. I love the idea of a BMF title. And I'll tell you why I love it. Firstly, there's nothing wrong with a fun fight. Fun fights are great, yeah? And this is a fight where George Masvidal could realistically be considered a title contender after knocking out Ben Askren and Darren Till. He is a title contender, maybe even next in line after Colby Covington. So yeah, there's nothing funny about that. Nate Diaz comes back, wins a fight against a top-ranked welterweight, because that's what Anthony Pettis was after he knocked out Stephen Thompson, who was ranked top 5 at the time, had beaten George Masvidal. So Nate Diaz comes back, beats him. Now you've got 2 top-ranked welterweights as well going into the main event, and they want to fight for this BMF title. Now let's talk about the title. So there's nothing wrong with the main event. It's a great main event. I cannot wait. One of the fights I've been most excited for in a long time. And then now we got the BMF title. Well, what's my thoughts on the BMF title? Well, I'll tell you, I freaking love the BMF title, and I'll tell you why. There's some historical context in combat sports for fun titles, and let me give you an example of one. When Conor McGregor fought Floyd Mayweather, well, he didn't fight him for nothing. It wasn't just a money fight. It was for the WBC money belt. Now, I don't know how many of you guys watched that fight or even took that fight seriously, but the WBC money belt was a great concept. I loved it because it was just basically what that fight was about. That fight was all about money. There was a WBC money belt. The World Boxing Council, the biggest sanctioning body in the sport of boxing, sanctioned a WBC money title because they saw that side of it. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, UFC, the biggest MMA promotion, sees what Nate Diaz has done, called for the BMF title, and UFC said, boom, let's do it. That's great. Now, the winner of this fight is going to get the BMF title. Whether the winner of this fight will ever have gone on to be a winner world championship, but that's debatable. But I really, really love that fact that there's going to be a BMF title. Like I said, there's historic context in combat sports of it, and not just Conor McGregor versus Floyd, but we can go further back. Nothing wrong with that. It's a ton of fun. What I would love to see happen after this is, I know UFC said they won't carry it on, but maybe in between themselves, like say, I don't know, whoever wins this fight, they hold on to the belt and they say whenever they fight, they will defend it unofficially, of course. They themselves can wrap it around their opponent's waist, and if someone beats them, they get the belt and they keep handing it on to the person that beats them. It comes down to the fighter to do the right thing and give that person the BMF belt. Kind of like Paulo Filho done with Chael Sonnen when he gave him a WEC belt, because Chael Sonnen deserved that belt because he made weight, Paulo Filho didn't. Crazy situation. But it's a lot of fun. So to summarize this, guys, I just thought I'd quickly talk about the BMF title and tell you how much I love it. And quickly on the press conference, how great is it for us to have a press conference between two guys that are superstars, that there's ton of attraction to this. There's this whole gangster vibe going on around, so see this, I'm going off another tangent, but there's this whole gangster vibe going on around this whole press conference, but they're so respectful towards each other. No need for shit talk, no need for disrespect. They're being completely courteous to each other, really, really respectful, and the fight is just coming together so naturally. Respect the whole way through. Like Nate Diaz had a ton of disrespect with Conor McGregor when he fought Conor McGregor. George Masvidal with Ben Askren. There was so much beef and volatile emotions leading up into those fights that it's so nice to see this change of dynamic. And yes, us fans can get behind a fight without, beef or fabricated beef or bullshit trash talk. When there's no need for it, there's no need for it. And this is a perfect example of it. And I think the kind of magic behind this fight is that there's no trash talk, but it's two bad motherfuckers fighting for a belt that's going to validate them as the BMFs and the winner of this. And obviously that puts Conor on the sidelines. Hopefully this is a lesson to Conor and Colby. Put yourself in a position. The UFC does have stars without you guys as well, and the divisions will move on. So anyways, guys, that was just my thoughts on this whole situation. I would love to know what you guys thought. It's just a quick video. I thought I'd get out there. Obviously I know today's I'm going to get this up on Saturday. That's the plan anyway. If I don't, it's going to look a bit awkward, but I just thought I'd get out there, let you guys know what I thought and find out what you guys thought. I hope you guys enjoyed the video anyway, guys. Let me know if you guys want to know a bit more of my thought pieces on some of the latest UFC news. Lately I've been tending to do just breakdowns and stuff, but if you guys want to see more of my thoughts on some ongoing news and developments or press conference reactions and stuff like that, I'm happy to do that. Just let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching, guys. I'm Rohan. This is Mindful Combat. Thank you.